What up, everybody? Sorry about that. Little intro background noise. Um, for some reason, I think maybe I had something playing in the background, something like another YouTube video of mine. Um, and it was playing in the background while that was popping off. So, yeah, I don't know what that was. But anyway, happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute. And we have a lot to talk about. There's so much going on. Black Friday. I want to show you guys what I am getting. I hit a lot of sales hard. To be honest with you, there's so many sales that no one is talking about. And I'm not really sure why. The best sales, in my opinion, are not being mentioned anywhere. So I want to take you guys through those. Of course, we're going to talk about the big elephant in the room, which is very divisive right now, which is Troll 2. I'm going to give you my thoughts. But like I said, there are a ton of great sales going on, and I still have carts in multiple different places that I'm most likely going to pull the trigger on today at some point. But yeah, tons of stuff to go over. I got tons of new pickups, a few new watches I want to talk to you guys about. So let's get into it. So I mean, listen, first we got to talk about Troll 2 because there's so many of you. This seems to be a very divided topic. You know how I feel about it.
They're eating her! And they're going to eat me!
I'm a big Troll 2 fan. This kind of hit me from left field. I did stay up Thursday night. It was actually my birthday Thursday. And the reason why I've been out, I've been so sick, guys. I had COVID, then I had the flu back to back. It's just been insane. So I am glad to be back on here, but it was a rough 2 weeks. As far as being sick is concerned. So I just didn't feel up to even posting. Like you guys probably saw on social media, I wasn't posting, I wasn't storing, nothing. I was so sick. So it's so nice to be back and feeling good and here for a new episode of Sunday Spookies. But yeah, you guys know I am a huge, let's get right into it. I'm a huge Troll 2 fan. Troll 2 to me was like a massive gateway horror movie for me. I watched it when I was a kid. I was probably 8 or 9, and I just was terrified. It was one of those movies that terrified me as a kid. When the troll burst through the mirror in the house, I understand like the practical effects at this point seem cheesy, seem silly. I love it. Okay, I adore this movie. I have the VHS tape. It's like one of my absolute holy grails. Truly, it's one of my favorite movies of all time, bar none. And this was kind of like one of my grail pieces. And Jordan and I did a video last year talking about our biggest wish list and what we could possibly hope for if they ever did like a UHD hard box, a limited edition of whatever movies we wanted. And Troll 2 was on my list. That was like a big deal for me. So I have the Eureka Blu-ray as well, the Blu-ray collection. So this was so out of left field for me when it did drop, and I stayed up for midnight. Again, it was my birthday Thursday on Thanksgiving, so I stayed up. I was like, you know what? As a little gift to myself, I'm gonna stay up, hit the sales pretty hard. And that's what I did. And they announced Troll 2, and this was just it hit me really hard. It was a massive announcement as far as I'm concerned. And I know there's been a lot of divisiveness on this release. If you're a fan of the movie, you're really excited about it. Other people are saying we didn't need this. Their Scream Factory had the Blu-ray on it. We didn't really need a 4K for a movie like Troll 2. This thing's loaded with extra features. This to me was a huge deal. So I'm not going to take too much time with Vinegar Syndrome. I'm just going to do it briefly, just kind of go through the Troll 2 release. Then I'm going to show you guys the sales that I hit, because there are like undoubtedly sales that no one is talking about that I hit hard that are way better deals than Vinegar Syndrome, way better deals than Severin. And Synapse, even though the Synapse sale is pretty good. There's just so many great sales out there. If you're into low budget indie cinema, even things like MVD, we're going to go over, and there's so many good things out there. So I hit all those pretty hard, even Makeflix. And I want to show you guys kind of what's available so you guys can take advantage, because these sales don't come often, and people are not talking about the best sales out there. So let's just do Troll 2 real quick. Let me share my screen. Um, so let's do this. Share screen. Vinegar Syndrome. And I want to just give you my thoughts because, like I said, Troll 2 to me was a massive announcement. I was I was stunned, absolutely stunned when they dropped this. It was the best news ever for me, as far as I'm concerned. I still have a cough. This was like grail of all grails, as far as I'm concerned. I'm just so happy so elated and happy that this finally got a treatment that it deserved because it is, say what you want, the best worst movie, this, that, and the other. It's a gem. Okay, it is a cinematic gem, one of my absolute favorite movies of all time, truly, and I mean that. It was a big gateway movie for me, and this is endlessly watchable to me. Okay, I've seen Troll 2 so many times, and I just the charm is it's undeniable to me. It is undeniable, and I still think it holds up as far as scare factor, right? Like I understand it's not a good movie, but to me it is. To me, the practical effects, all those things are what make it so special. And no, yes, a lot of it is guys just in costumes, but that's what makes it so charming to me. And I really do think it's a terrifying movie. When they're when the people are being melted down into green goo and then they get eaten by the trolls, like that is a terrifying, terrifying thing to see on screen, no matter what age you are, especially for a kid. And again, I watched this for the first time when I was a kid. But anyway, let's get into it. Acres, thanks for being here, Stacy. Appreciate it. Great question here. Favorite VS ever? Three favorite? That's a good question. I'm probably gonna have to say, I don't know. Spookies got to be on there. Trying to look at my collection. Madman 4K is probably up there. Demon Wind is up there. Homegrown Horrors Volume, Haunted Ween, whatever that one was on, is up there. There's so many great ones. Mother's Day is up there. Rabbit Grannies is up there. Suckling is up there. There's so many good Vinegar Syndrome releases. I've been a subscriber to them for like 6 or 7 years at this point, so it's hard for me to really pinpoint one or two or three releases. There's so many great ones, but yeah, let's get into it. So Troll 2. So here it is, guys. First and foremost, I gotta tell you, they knocked the artwork out of the park. I think it looks banging. You'd hope there was like a green aesthetic to it, and there's definitely green undertones. I think the actual artwork itself is beautiful. I think they kind of hit everything here. I think that the face right on the front is perfect. They have Grandpa there, they have the witch there, they have the trolls there, and that's all on the front. It is a hard box. Then in the back, you have the family and kind of the eyes and the bushes. You have the corn, and all the veggies. I think they did a bang up job as far as the actual artwork is concerned. I'm very, very happy with how this turned out. And I also kind of dig like the neon pink Troll 2 logo writing. I don't know why, but I think it just works here. And also, I don't know if it shows it here. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, there it is. So on the spine as well, the Troll 2 pink with the pink Vinegar Syndrome. I think it works. I think they did a fantastic job, as they always do with the packaging, to make this thing feel elite and special in so many ways. So yeah, I'll tell you this. I know there's this one artist they've been using a lot who does these kind of like cartoony slips, or this cartoony art. Like for the slip covers. It's not my favorite style, these slip covers, so I'm a little bummed about that. But like I said, the outer shell is perfect, so I'm okay with this because of that. And I kind of do like this image here. I just wish it was not like animated like this, so it's whatever. But yeah, you see there it is. That's the artwork. And I guess that's the booklet, which is cool. Booklet, yada yada, artwork on the front on the discs. Now It is a 4K UHD, and it is um let's see. It's a 4K UHD. All right, so this is what's important here. Newly scanned and restored in 4K from its 35 millimeter original camera negative. Now, what I think is interesting about this is, Vinegar Syndrome clearly has the rights to this at the moment. I wonder if they just bought the property outright. That's what makes me curious. So this is theirs for forever. But also you have Dolby Vision on there, which is super, super cool. This movie's gonna look and sound the best it ever has. So I'm really excited about that. But you got commentary track with actors George Hardy and Deborah Reed. You got Eat Your Greens, an interview with director and screenwriter Claudio Fragasso. Very excited for that. So bad it's good. Interview with actor George Hardy. All part of the play. An interview with actor Michael Paul Stevenson. Interview with actor Darren Ewing. There's a ton on here. I really just I'm so excited for this release. I can't even tell you. Um, I'm so excited. I thought this was an absolutely perfect release for Vinegar Syndrome. I did not see Zootopia 2. Not really my vibe. And Six Flags calls you they should make a Sicario Dark Ride or Demolition Man. Demolition Man, undoubtedly. So that's Troll 2. Again, I didn't want to dwell on it too hard because everyone's talking about the Vinegar Syndrome sale. Everyone's talking about Troll 2. So yeah, check it out. I mean, if you guys are hitting up anything in the sale, let me know what you guys are getting. I like I said, I've been a subscriber for them for many years, so I'm pretty much set on my Vinegar Syndrome stuff. These sales actually tend to be a little boring for me because I have everything. So hopefully that'll change because I'm 99.9% positive I'm not subscribing again next year. I'm going to be doing a whole video on that in January. It's just not worth it for me anymore. The stuff that they're putting out, albeit there's a few titles every year that are fantastic. Romeo and Juliet, Troll 2. It's really it's the sub-label stuff that I like the most, the VSUs, the VSAs, the partner labels. The Vinegar Syndrome stuff is just not that. I'm not that interested anymore, especially to spend $1,000. They've really expanded, and more power to them. But it's not the Vinegar Syndrome line itself is just not what it used to be. And I'd rather be investing in TerrorVision because every single title they put out is things I want. And I'm a little bummed because with Vinegar Syndrome, again, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna do a whole video on it, but the partner label discounts and the free shipping, all that's great. I love it, and I'm sad to see it go. It's just not worth the money. It's just not monetarily. It forces you to buy more, which is not conducive for me at the moment. So yeah, I mean, I've loved my subscription, and what a great way to go out with Troll 2. So yeah. Anyway, so there's a whole bunch of other really good sales going on that, again, I feel like no one is talking about at all. So I want to kind of go into that real quick and show you guys some of the other sales that are going on because, again, no one's talking about these sales. And first and foremost, it's SRS Cinema. Okay, so I'm a big SRS fan. I have a huge SRS collection, and they do fantastic work. Okay, they have so many amazing releases, great movies, low budget, just bizarre shit that's out there that no one talks about, no one knows about, that are just fantastic movies. A lot of indie stuff, a lot of low budget stuff, shot on video stuff. A lot of Tim Ritter and Todd Sheets and just super low budget stuff that I adore and I really love. And it's what's fun about SRS is a lot of times you really don't know what you're gonna get, but you find absolute gems within them, and that kind of reminds me of the early Vinegar Syndrome days, which is super cool. But let's go over to SRS because I made 2 orders through SRS, and because the sales were just so great. So let's share screen over here. Let's get rid of this. And let's share and let's head over to SRS together. So if you're not familiar with SRS Cinema, literally just Google SRS, and or if you're familiar with my social media page, I do a lot of posting about SRS because I'm a big indie horror fan, and that's what they specialize in. And so, yeah, go take a look. So they have right off the bat, you're gonna see the watermark at the top. Our Black Friday sale is live, and again, Severin titles are still $60, $70. Yeah, there's some stuff mixed in that are cheaper, but SRS is doing actual sales. Okay, $2 DVDs, $3 DVDs, $9 Blu-rays, like good sale. So let's kind of go through it. I hit the sale hard. I had made two pretty big orders. And the two things I'm most excited about, let me just kind of show you guys real quick. They put out a movie called Rotten Tail, and they did a VHS release of it. So this is something I picked up, super limited to 100, I believe. I think 100, yeah, limited to 100 units total. And so I picked this up. It's a super cool white clamshell, a mini clamshell. And so I was really excited to get this movie. So I grabbed the VHS. I wanted the Blu-ray as well, but since they were doing the VHS, I figured I would hop on that. So yeah, this is one of the things I picked up. Now this wasn't on crazy sale. It was discounted from 40 to 30. But I did get it, and there are tons of other sales. I'm gonna show you guys in a second. But anyway, Rotten Tail, it looked a lot of fun. I watched the trailer, and so yeah, that was one of the things I picked up. The other thing I picked up that I thought was super, super cool was Killing Spree on VHS. Now, again, this wasn't on crazy sale, but it was on sale. This was from 26 to 19, so $6 off. But Tim Ritter's Killing Spree, I wanted to grab this on VHS because the original VHS tape goes for crazy money. And so I just figured I would grab it here. A company called DTR Records put it out. And so I hopped on that, $20. I thought that was a pretty good deal as well. But let's get into some of the other stuff. So hit that Black Friday sale is live, watermark, and you can just kind of go through and see what interests you. Right off the bat, Night Feeder. Okay, Night Feeder is fucking awesome. Okay, I can't even stress to you how much I love Night Feeder right off the bat. $10, $10 Blu-ray. Awesome movie. Garden Tool Massacre, super low budget fun. You got the Blu-ray for $15. I think the DVD is $5 or $3. So right off the bat, you got good deals at the start. Nightmare Vacation, $15 Blu-ray. Again, this is stuff that's like sold out of print. So you're gonna see it's $50 typically, right? And it's on sale for $15. Great buy. The Hidden DVD, $250. Okay, The Vicious Suite, $15 Blu-ray. Vicious Suite is awesome. Okay, Strawberry Estates Blu-ray, $10. This DVD is actually $3. I picked up the DVD. You got Savage Vows, $10. You got Snuff Kill Blu-ray, $10. Psycho Santa 1 and 2, $15. Tomboys DVD, $5. I picked that one up. House on Cuckoo Lane, awesome movie, $10. Down from 60. You got Slaughter Drive, which is okay. $10. Blu-ray. Deadly Delivery is kind of cool, $15. You got Meat Market 1 and 2, $25. You got Woods Witch, I ordered, I haven't seen yet, $10. Sister Krampus, $10. Creep, $15. Again, from 50. Snuff Kill DVD, $4.95. Dead Silence, $10 Blu-ray. Cannibal Cop, $10 Blu-ray. Transgression, $15. This is the director's cut. That's something I picked up as well. So ton of stuff going on over at SRS. Sorry about that. Daddy I haven't seen, but I had it in my cart at one point. What else? You got Necrologies. Linnea's in that. You got Blood Cove 1 and 2, $10 Blu-ray. You got the Killing Spree Blu-ray for $10. TerrorVision did an edition of that as well. You got City of the Vampires, $10. City of the Vampires rocks. Okay, and again, this is down from 60. Okay, $60 to $10. These are sales, guys. When you go on to Severin and things are like $50, that's not a sale. And I understand, it's different vibes, but no one's talking about these sales, right? And we're going to go to MVD in a minute, and MVD is crushing it also. You got Savage Vengeance, $10. Awesome movie. What else? What else? What else? Again, there's 35 pages here of Blu-rays. There it is. Strawberry States, 250 DVD. um, Lights, Camera, Blood, $10. Psycho Santa 1 and 2, the DVD is $250. You got Bear Kittens, $10. Beware the Clowns, $750 for the Blu-ray. There's so much great stuff here. I don't have any of those. Hot Tub Party Massacre, $15. Not a great movie, but it's fun. I have the DVD and the VHS. Fatal Premonitions, $10 Blu-ray. Slaughter Beach, $10 Blu-ray. I mean, these are deals, guys. These are sales. Mother, $10 Blu-ray, down from 30. Cheater, awesome movie, $15 Blu-ray. Cool Halloween slasher. What else? Tales from the Graveyard, $10 Blu-ray. You got Mother Mortis, $5 Blu-ray. Terror Master, $5 DVD, retro release. So, listen, you guys can go on. I picked up Green Reaper, all three of them, 1, 2, and 3, $10 each, $30 for the trilogy. You guys can go on and kind of see if anything, piques your fancy. The Shroud, $10 Blu-ray. But there's so many good deals to be had. Hellbox is a really bizarre but cool movie, $10 for the Blu-ray. What else? So you got Grim Reaper 3 and 2. You got Uncle Sleezo, $5 DVD. Again, like, if I'm at like a thrift shop and I see these things for like $3 to $5, I'm grabbing it, no question about it. So I really hit this sale hard. I hit it twice actually. I had two carts that I hit, both packed. Probably had about 15 things in each cart. I picked up Dummy, that's a pre-order. Again, Cheater, the DVD, $5. I promise you you cannot go wrong with Cheater, $5 DVD. Killcast is cool. What else? I do have Teddy Scare I haven't watched yet. Again, there's that Killing Spree VHS, $20. Can't beat that. 31 Kills of Halloween is awesome. $15 Blu-ray. So you guys you gotta get the picture. SRS, a bunch of great sales. And also there's a ton of other stuff that's not necessarily on the sale that are worth checking out. But yeah, SRS had a crazy sale, man. I hit it really hard. Like I said, I had 2 carts that I filled. And I picked up both carts, probably about 15 titles in each, because I'm a huge SRS fan. I have a big SRS collection. So, all right. We have a lot more to discuss here, but we got a couple comments I want to get to. So Brent, thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you being here. I did see that TerrorVision dropped a VHS of Thanksgiving, which I thought was super cool. I have a couple questions on that release, though. First and foremost, is it a standard slip or is it a big magnetic case? Is what I was curious about, because it is a little pricey. It was $30. Not that it's not worth it. It is. But I actually have Thanksgiving on VHS from KD Video. So I want it. And I literally almost pulled the trigger. I went right to the site and I was very close to buying it. But I had to kind of like think to myself about it, because like I need Thanksgiving on 2 different VHS editions? I did want it and I do want it. And if someone were to, if I were to get it some other way, that'd be cool. But I'm not. I just don't need it on VHS. I don't need to purchase it on VHS, 2 different editions. So I did see it. I think it's super cool, and it's not out of the question one day. Maybe if it goes on sale, but right now it's just not in my cards. Did you get it? Did you get it, Brent? I'm curious. So that's SRS, guys. I think that was the biggest sale to me, SRS. They had so many good things up and up for grabs, actual good deals. The other one was MakeFlix and MVD and Amazon, and all these places had great sales. So let's head over to MakeFlix, because I hit MakeFlix pretty hard as well. And if you're not familiar with MakeFlix, definitely check them out because MakeFlix is doing some amazing things, awesome movies that they've put out on Blu-ray. So let's kind of take a look here, and I'll show you guys because they're doing a buy one get one sale, which is super cool. That again, no one's talking about. No one's talking about MakeFlix. I don't know why, but MakeFlix is doing some cool stuff. So yeah, I mean, right off the bat, Black Friday weekend sale, and stuff is already sold out in this sale. I can tell you right now, I picked up something that's sold out. I picked up the last copy of something because I wanted it. But anyway, so MakeFlix, they have a buy one get one sale. So let's check it out. I did hit this up for 2 titles, and I got a couple box sets as well. So all right, you got A Corpse for Christmas. That's a cool movie. Check that one out. You got some of the axe grinders. I have the full, biblio of axe grinder, so I don't need them. But if you want to try and piecemeal axe grinder together, now might be a good time. Bad Movie Police. You got Halloween Makeups, Beyond Fury. Big Brood I own. Big Brood is super cool. Blood Bitch Baby with my girl Jessa Flux. Again, it's $10. Buy one get one. I think if I did that math correctly. Yeah, $10. So buy one, get one. Blood Bitch Baby, again, starring Jessa Flux. She's my girl. I definitely recommend Blood Bitch Baby. Blood Red Beach is a movie I just did a review on a couple weeks ago. Definitely go check that video out. Blood Red Beach is a ton of fun. Again, $10 and buy one, get one. Bloodletting. I just did a review on this a couple weeks ago as well. Bloodletting, you can get the DVD or the Blu-ray. The DVD is $10, buy one, get one. Bloodletting the Blu-ray, again, it's going to come out to $10. I cannot recommend Bloodletting enough. It's an awesome, low-budget movie, ton of fun. About a girl who seeks out the advice of a serial killer to help her become a serial killer, and it's awesome. Bloodletting rules. I cannot recommend it enough. Bloodsick Psychosis is wild. All right, let's keep on cruising here. So again, these are all buy one get one, and no one's talking about these sales. Brackish is super cool. I have that. You got a bunch of the Camp Bloods if you want to try and piecemeal those together. Carnage for the Destroyer I have not watched it yet, but I saw that guy on the cover and I was like, I gotta try it. You got a Michelle Bauer movie on there, Chick Boxer. You got Coven of the Black Cube. You got Chupa Claw 2. I should get those. I don't have those. I don't know any of these. Don't know any of these. But I've yet to pick up anything from MakeFlix that I didn't love. You got Filthy McNastiest on here. Bizarre, low budget. Ghoul School, guys. You can get the Ghoul School. I don't know if that's a DVD or Blu-ray, but you can get the Ghoul School DVD or Blu-ray here. Buy one, get one. Graveyard Shark is fucking awesome. I have the VHS of that. Some other stuff here. They have some other things here. Some like Asian, Japanese style movies. Killer Campout, Killer Nerd. I have the first Killer Campout, which I love. I haven't seen the second one, but the first one's awesome. Kingdom of the Vampire. What else do we got here? Also, let me just take a second. We have 6 people in the chat, so thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. Red Willow, that's cool. That's totally cool. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You're not late. You're right on time. Got 7 people now. Thank you guys for hanging out. I don't know. Was anyone else disappointed with Synapse? What a big buildup and a huge letdown. I'll say this with Synapse. I agree. I think it was a letdown, only in the sense that I thought they'd be dropping something. I thought in my own head, I was like, okay, it was a 4-day sale. I thought it was going to be, prom night 2, prom night 3, and prom night 4, one a day. And you'd have to like buy all 4 of them. And then if you did that each day, and it would go like, I thought it was going to be like you buy it one day and then it goes dark, right? And then it's just the second one the next day, then just the third one the following day, and then just the fourth and the last day. And if you picked all 4 up, you got like the box, because that's the big rumor. I thought that's what it was going to be, and I thought that would have been pretty cool, and I guarantee you they would have killed the sales. Like, so many people would have picked them up if that's how they did it. But yeah, nothing new, which is kind of disappointing. I will say I have a cart at Synapse right now that I'm debating on. I have like the Violent Shit collection. I have Entrails of a Virgin, Entrails of a Beautiful Woman. I have the Demons 4K set in there because I don't have that. I've got the Curtains DVD just because I love curtains and I want that collector's edition because it's like, I don't know, $12. So I have a little cart over there that I'm considering pulling the trigger on. The sales are pretty good, Red Willow. But I am disappointed. I agree. I'm a little shocked that there were no new releases. That was kind of a letdown. But I think the sale is pretty good for the sense that Synapse doesn't do sales. So in that sense, I think it's kind of cool that they're doing it. But yeah, I'm with you. I think it was kind of a letdown in a lot of ways. People are not happy with a lot of the sales. Vinegar Syndrome too, and like again, I don't know what to expect from Vinegar Syndrome at this point because I have everything. So I'm not really looking to buy much during those sales. It's more of like what are they releasing? And for me, Troll 2 was like slam dunk. So I am so excited for that. I cannot wait for Troll 2 in 4K. I know I see people posting pictures. Like Garrett just went over to the archive and he was posting his picture of it, and so people have it. People have it in hand, and I'm super jealous. So anyway, yeah. So let's head back to MakeFlix real quick. Just kind of close that out. It's not just the Blu-rays too, because they had stuff, other stuff too. Mills vs. Zombies is awesome. I have that. Mulva, I don't have, but I wanted to get it. Dead Girlfriend, I have. Ozone, I have not seen. I think Willow, you were telling me about Ozone, and you were telling me that Ozone rocks. So I gotta check that one out. I have it. It's on my shelf. I just haven't watched it yet. I know people have sworn by Ozone that it's an awesome, awesome movie. Polymorph, I gotta get. Oh, I should have grabbed that. What else? So another thing that's really cool about MakeFlix, and you should definitely check it out, is first of all, side effects may vary. I just did a video on this movie, like absolutely awesome movie. Side effects may vary. Definitely check it out. If you have not seen it, it's a new movie. It's a 2024 movie. By the guy who did The Dead Next Door, which is awesome. So definitely check out Side Effects May Vary. The Blu-ray's on sale as well as the VHS, if it's still around. I don't know if it's still around, but definitely check that one out. So all kinds of cool movies on sale here. But the other thing I wanted to show you about MakeFlix that I picked up, I picked up Teenage Exorcist in the sale. I picked up Alien Dead. The other thing that was really cool about MakeFlix is this is where I got also. This is not where I got. This is where I originally discovered all the Sterling Entertainment stuff. So I did a few videos on these. You got the Camp Blood set. You got the Things collection box set. The Occultist, Empire of the Apes, Meat Hook Massacre. So all these things are on sale right now. I know it doesn't seem like a crazy sale. But I picked these up at Walmart. I don't know if they're still available at Walmart, but I got Camp Blood, I got Things, I got The Occultist, all at Walmart. Now the thing that's interesting is the Meat Hook Massacre. Okay, I just picked this one up during the sale. Okay, so this one is $90. It's got all 7 Meat Hook Massacres, I think. I think it's 7 movies. So for $90 to me, that was slam dunk. I'm really excited about this one. I also picked up another box set that's now out of print. Also, this is through Wild Eye as well, and I love Wild Eye, despite what others might think. I picked up this as well, the Cult Classic Horror Collection. And again, this was $88, but it was when I picked it up, it was the very last one. It had one left on the ticker, and I was like, I gotta get it. I'm not gonna not get it when there's one left with titles like, look at these movies. Aquanoids, Butchered, Demonoids, Maniacal. I mean, this is just very much up my alley. The Attendant, The Coven, The Mark of Drag. It just looked like very much up my alley. A lot of beautiful horror women in all kinds of weird, bizarre circumstances. So I snagged that box set as well. Yeah, Willow, I gotta check it out. And I picked it up, and I remember seeing your recommendation, and I was like, I gotta see it. So that maybe I'll watch that today. That could be my very near future watch for me. I'll definitely check that one out. What is your favorite Sam Raimi Evil Dead movie? Non-Evil Dead movie. Good question. It's got to be Drag Me to Hell. It's got to be Drag Me to Hell. I love Drag Me to Hell. I love Justin Long. I love Sarah Lohman. Is that her name? I think she's great in that movie. And Mrs. Ganoush is fantastic in that movie. I really adore Drag Me to Hell. I saw it back in the theaters, and I just remember being blown away by it. And every time I watch it, it like the ending hits so hard. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it, but I think the ending is perfect. And I think about that ending all the time, truly. And I think that movie like catches your nerves so well. Much in the vein of Evil Dead. So I love Drag Me to Hell. I think that's got to be my answer. I have the Scream Factory 4K. I upgraded that one. All right, we got a couple other questions here. What would you name your boutique label, and what kind of titles would you try to acquire or make new features for? Great question. Thank you, Stacy. I don't know. Maybe Miles Horror Media. That sounds about right. Miles Horror Media sounds cool. Let's go with that. Miles Horror Media. And also, to be honest with you, I would be going for all indie horror. Like I all new indie horror, things that I can help people discover, and see that there's this whole world out there of great horror movies that people don't know about, because I can't even tell you. I watch video upon video upon video upon video of the same things, the same UHC upgrades, the same 50 to 70 franchises, and there's so much good horror out there, so much that people don't take advantage of, and so that would be my thing. Low budget horror that people need to see. Great question. Thank you. The only boutique that is currently putting out movies that I'm interested in right now is TerrorVision. I can't wait to get everything they announce. I hope they are shipping stuff out soon. Well, I could not agree more. And I was just talking about this earlier when I was going over the Troll 2 release. But I completely agree. In fact, so much so that I am 99.9% positive I am not resubscribing to Vinegar Syndrome, which is sad and it's the end of an era, but I'm at peace with it. And I still have about 31 titles left on my TerrorVision subscription, and that's where I'm putting my funds for as far as subscription services are concerned. I just they are the best to me as far as I'm concerned. I agree, and it really feels like the titles that they are putting out are, I would even go far as to say, as like very similar to what we wanted from Vinegar Syndrome back in the day, and what we were hoping for monthly were the titles that TerrorVision is putting out. The Basement, I'm drawing a blank here, but all those titles that TerrorVision is putting out, even something like Invader, something that we can kind of sink our teeth into and discover, is really really what I used to value and love about Vinegar Syndrome. And I'm not knocking them at all, because they're clearly doing amazing things, and there's different places to get that kind of a movie these days within Vinegar Syndrome sub labels and things, but their main line is not what it used to be. The main line, when it was just one line, was these low budget discovery horror titles, and that's not what it is anymore. It seems like they drew everyone in with the main line, and then they started releasing everything on the sub label. So listen, it's how they're doing things these days, and that's cool, but I don't need to spend $1,000 for Brimstone and Treacle. The thing that is so appealing about the subscription is that it's fun, and it gives you the partner label discounts and all that stuff, which I am all about, but it makes it so you have to spend more. So my kind of thing this year is I'm going to cut back on some of those partner label things. I'm still going to be active every month and check, but I don't need 3 to 4 partner label titles a month. And I'll just be getting the things that I really want, because I end up spending it's crazy that I get the Vinegar Syndrome subscription, and yet I still spend so much money with them every year. Like why is that the case? Whereas with TerrorVision, like I spend, whatever it is, I have 31 titles on my subscription right now. I think that was like $450 for like 30 titles, with the grandfather price, and that's it. Like I don't even need to touch it. Like I'm getting everything they put out. Like Vinegar Syndrome has come so far in different ways. It irks me in so many ways. The other thing is this: like, if there's something I really want, like a Troll 2, or once my subscription ends, I'll get it on the spot. But like anything else, it's going on sale. It's going on sale. Like I understand the Keep was a very, very specific instance where it sold out super quick. That's the only thing I could ever think of in existence that ever sold out that quick. And not to mention, if you did miss out on it, look what happened. They put out another edition of it. So, like, whatever. Like, I just don't need the subscription is just not, it's not what it used to be for me. So I am 99.9% positive I'm not subscribing because of television. That's kind of the point there. So appreciate you, Willow. Thank you for that comment. What old Fox release? This is a good question. What old Fox releases do you want released most? I have one. I think it's a Fox release that I would love to get a new release for. And that is The Frighteners. I think that was a Fox release. And The Frighteners, because we still haven't gotten a like super limited edition here in the States. There's pretty bare bones standard Blu-rays, and I really like The Frighteners. I had the Turbine Media big box edition, but I sold it off because half the set was in German and it was hard to navigate the subtitles. And I just didn't need it. It was going for like $175, so I sold it. But good question. So I think The Frighteners. I think that's a Fox release. That would be my answer. But okay, let's get back into Makeflix because I want to show you guys these box sets. So yeah, I mean, this is an opportunity. Again, I bought them on Amazon, Walmart. I don't know if they're still available on Walmart, but these box sets are slam dunk, man. I did a full video breakdown of these. I definitely recommend you checking these out. You got Camp Blood, which I just adore these movies. They are so much fun. You got the Things box set. You got the Occultist. The only one I don't have, is actually two. I don't have the Joe Haggerty set, and I don't have the Empire of the Apes, which maybe I will one day. I just don't need it right now. And then this just dropped. The Witchcraft Collection just dropped. Wow, it's sold out. Good for you, Sterling Entertainment. Maybe I should have got that. FOMO. Alrighty, so that is Makeflix. But there's other good sales, man. Let me take you guys over to the other really big sale that I've hit. Is MVD. Okay, and again, this is like not one person. I haven't seen one person talk about the MVD sale, and to reasons I can't comprehend because there's fantastic sales going on at MVD, and like again, these are real sales, like $5 Blu-rays, $10 Blu-rays, all kinds of goodies. And I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, but I have about a $400 cart there right now, because there's so much that I want. And I want to tell you guys what, first and foremost, I picked up, I actually traded with someone a few weeks ago. I did a trade for a movie called Gutter Balls. You guys seen this one? Gutter Balls? This is a Ryan Nicholson movie. Okay. It is a absolutely batshit fucking movie. Okay. I fell in love with this when I watched it. Okay. It's called Gutter Balls. Again, the Ryan Nicholson movie. And apparently Ryan Nicholson's like his trademark is like that he shows everything. He doesn't just like it's anything. It's like genitalia, brutal gore kills. And he has a very what's the word? Very like kind of dry production value, like how he does things. And I thought Gutter Balls was fucking awesome. I loved it. So I researched a little bit and I was like, what other Ryan Nicholson movies are out there? And I picked up like I have his whole discography in my car right now. I also have this limited edition that I traded for of Gutter Balls. This is a German release or a French release, and I couldn't actually watch it because their subtitles are not in French or non-American. So that's why he gave me the DVD as well. But yeah, Gutter Balls is fucking awesome. Like one of my favorite watches I've seen in a long time. So I immediately started researching Ryan Nicholson and some of the things that he did. So let's head over to MVD because there's some great sales going on, man. Some great sales over at MVD. So let's share. Now my MVD cart is actually on my other browser. so I actually don't have it in here. But right off the bat, I mean, you're gonna see the watermark for the Black Friday sale. And just click on it. I mean, immediately. It's now through December 8th. Okay, so tons of great stuff. Over 500 titles on sale. Things starting at 99 cents. Now, what I really like about MVD, first we got a pair of awesome. You got a pair of awesome action movies here. You got Nemesis and Split Second. I love both of those. But what I love about MVD that I can really sink my teeth into when it comes to these sales is the fact that you can navigate by label. That's what I love about MVD. And I'll show you guys right off the bat. I hit Wild Eye really, really hard. Again, I have like 58 movies, I think, in my cart on my other browser. And you want to see sales, go check out the Wild Eye stuff. Now, I understand Wild Eye is not for everyone. Okay. It's a very niche acquired taste. I love Wild Eye, and I will never stop loving Wild Eye. The movies that they put out are fantastic. For what I appreciate in cinema. And so let's kind of go through. First of all, there's a million things on sale. So right off the bat, you're going to see Alien Prophecy, $3 DVD. I'm not telling you to go out and get Alien Prophecy. I've never seen it, but Alien Scum, $3 DVD. So those are sales. Okay. Those are sales. Okay. All Strippers Must Die. A little pricier, $16 DVD. But if you just keep going, you're gonna go through and see some amazing deals. Okay. American Scarecrow, $4 DVD. I have that in my cart. What else? What else do I have in my car? Again, it's like 58 movies. Not all from Wild Eye, but a ton of stuff. Beaten to a Pulp, I kind of want. I don't have it in my cart right now. Beware the Children, $3 DVD. Berserkers, $3 DVD. Bigfoot Exorcist, which is awesome, $11 DVD. Which is not the biggest sale, but if you keep going, the sales are there, man. Just kind of keep cruising. Let's see what else. Bloody Scum, $16. Blood Soaked, $3. I have that in my cart. Bunny, $4 DVD. I have that in my cart. And again, so they have this Wild Eye Raw and Extreme line, which I really, really enjoy. It's like extreme gore, extreme kind of nudity kind of vibe. And those titles to me are always slam dunk. And it's $4 for these DVDs, like no brainer. Caddy Hack absolutely is abysmal and it blows, but I love it. Caddy Hack, you got a $11 DVD there. You got a $15 Blu-ray. You got Catnado for $11. You got let's see. You got Clowns of Halloween. I've got that. Conjuring Baba is terrible. Don't get that one. Creature Cabin, $8.50. Death Rink is awesome. $11. Get Death Rink. Disintegration I picked up. So anyway, you guys can kind of go and kind of check out if there's something that interests you. But they have a ton of great sales on MVD, especially with the Wild Eye stuff. And the other thing is this. So back to Ryan Nicholson. If you check out Unearthed, that's who puts out all of Ryan Nicholson's films. So House of Forbidden Secrets, Blu-ray, $7.50. That's a Todd Sheets film. Okay, I have that in my cart. Famine, $10 Blu-ray. Now I'll tell you this right now. I was looking at this stuff before the sale went live, and they were a lot more than $10. Okay, so the fact that these are on sale for as much as they are was a big selling point for me. So I have Famine. That's a Ryan Nicholson movie. I have it in my cart. I have this is the only one that wasn't on sale. Well, so Gutterballs, this is the Blu-ray. I really love the movie, so I wanted the collector's edition. I have that in my cart. What else? Live Feed. That's a Ryan Nicholson Blu-ray, $12. That's actually, I think it was on sale for $10 yesterday. But I have that in my cart. Collar, I have that in my cart. Not really a great sale on that one, but oh, that's what it is. Live Feed, $9 Blu-ray. So wait a minute, what's this? Oh, the collector's edition's only $12. Interesting. Oh, I gotta change that up. Yeah, I want that. I don't really. That wasn't the case a couple days ago. So yeah, I'll get that collector's edition for show. You got Gutter Balls again, Star Vehicle, another Ryan Nicholson movie, $9 Blu-ray. Let's see what else. I have all 3 August Undergrounds in my cart because I've never seen those, and I'm really excited about. You got Pennant, you got Mortem, and you got the original August Underground. I've heard stories of for years and years and years, and I've never seen them. You got Hanger, Ryan Nicholson, $9. So listen, there's a ton of really good sales going on at MVD. Definitely check those out. But let me stop sharing here. Got some comments. Let me get to these comments. MVD had a great sale, but I already own everything I want on there. I want to highly recommend Abominable, which is only $9.99 on MVD right now. Willow, I have Abominable. I don't think I've watched it, but I have it. So now that I have your recommendation, I will go back and watch it. I picked it up on a sale probably 2 years ago, and I just haven't watched it. So thank you for that. Make Arachnophobia 2. Hell yeah. I'm down for Arachnophobia 2. So yeah. Okay. So what else? So yeah, that's kind of the sale stuff that's going on right now. Listen, people are not talking about MVD, people are not talking about MakeFlix, people are not talking about SRS, but to me, that's where the sales are, and those are the 3 sites I've hit hard. I didn't buy a single thing from Vinegar Syndrome. I didn't buy a single thing from Severin. It just doesn't really, it's not really phasing me right now. But I want to take you guys through some of my gets from this week. I've had such an influx of movies lately, and so I want to show you guys some of them. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff I missed. But let's kind of go through it. So first and foremost, I picked up a movie that I adore called Extra. Now I have the second sight Blu-ray of the first one, and I have the Vinegar Syndrome Extra 3. And so I picked up the original Extra on VHS. Look at that beauty. HBO Canon Video beauty. I love this movie. So I finally snagged this one on tape along with Extra 2. I got the whole trilogy. And Extra 3. Watch the Skies. All right, let's keep on cruising here. I did pick up Scream 2 on VHS. Finally, sealed. Finally got that one. That one had eluded me for some time. All right, I got The Mask 4K from Arrow. This was from my buddy Frank, so shout out Frank. Thank you for helping me out with this one. He gave me a great deal on this, so I'm really excited to revisit this one. The Mask is a movie I watched a million times as a kid. A million. I loved it growing up. I was born in '86, so like I'm a poster child for Jim Carrey movies. But yeah, you got The Mask. Then I got Jeepers Creepers and Jeepers Creepers 2. Finally got these in hand. Okay, Jeepers Creepers I picked up on Groove. When this bizarrely went up for sale, since it's been long out of print, I was shocked that this one came back randomly back in print, and I picked that up immediately for like $27. And then I did pick up the second one on eBay at the best price I've seen it in years. I think it was like $49 or something, which is not great. But as far as what this movie goes for with the slip, slam dunk. So I finally can say I have these 2 in my collection. Long time coming. I got Dr. Giggles, Scream Factory. This is a first time watch for me, and man, this movie slapped. This was awesome. Dr. Giggles was a really good time. Then you got a ton of Scream Factory stuff here. You got Bones and After Midnight. Okay. Really excited to revisit Bones. You got a movie called Cherry Falls with Brittany Murphy. This was like $7 on Amazon. You got Bad Moon again. These were like super cheap. This is like I think $9 or something. You got Stephen King's Sleepwalkers. I've never seen this one, so excited to add that. You got 13 Ghosts, classic right here. Again, all this stuff was on sale on Amazon, so I had to kind of dig deep. I've been really enjoying kind of going back now that Scream Factory's donezo in a lot of ways. Going back and picking up all these standards because they've been A, super cheap, and B, they're gonna go out of print eventually, right? So I want to have them in my collection. A lot of movies I didn't have, right? Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. I didn't have this in my collection. I have 1, 3, 4, and 5, just not number 2. I picked up Night of the Comet. This movie sucks. I don't know why people love this movie so much. I just watched it for like the second time, I want to say, and every time I watch it, I can't get into it. It's just like it's fine. Like the main characters are fun, and it's like a deep, cool movie, but it doesn't. It's stupid. I don't understand it. I don't understand what happens in this movie. Then you've got Text Chainsaw Next Generation. I got the DVD. I finally upgraded this to Blu-ray. All right. Then I picked up a bunch of Visual Vengeance stuff. I've been really into them lately. And so let me take you guys through my Visual Vengeance stuff. Some of these I picked up from a dude on Marketplace. I'm sorry, on one of the Facebook groups that I'm in. Some of these I picked up on Amazon. Amazon had a really good sale going on. So yeah, let's go. I got first up, Replicator. Okay, this is with Brink Stevens, who's my girl. So I had to grab this one, Replicator. I've never seen it, but it looks fucking batshit early 2000s sci-fi horror. Again, Brink is in this, so I had to get it. And Gunnar Hansen, first time ever on Blu-ray. This was a classic that I had to get, the LA AIDS Jabber. I've never seen this one, but I've heard stories of it for years and years. And so, yeah, Visual Vengeance did a release of this. So I grabbed it with the slip, LA AIDS Jabber. Then you got Vampires and Other Stereotypes. Again, one I've never seen. But this was done by, forget who. But really, really excited to check this one out. Vampires and Other Stereotypes. Again, these are all Visual Vengeance. Heartland of Darkness. I couldn't get the slip on that one, but there was like a $15 price difference. So I was like, I'm not paying $15 for the slip. Heartland of Darkness. Then you've got Linnea. You got Scream Queen. Super excited to check that one out. And then you've got a movie called Despiser. Okay, from also Visual Vengeance. So yeah, I mean that about sums it up, guys. That's what I got for you this week. After Midnight and Sleepwalkers are so much fun. Both are favorites for me. Gotta disagree about Night of the Comet. I think it's a blast. Maybe I don't know. I just don't understand. So, spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen it and you want to, and you don't want, forget it. I'm not going to. I just don't understand what happens with the blonde friend when she gets injected and all of a sudden she just comes back. I don't understand that. Like, why did that even happen? I don't know. It was fine. It was fun. Whatever, but like I don't really understand the movie. So maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't know. But all right, what movie, if VS acquired, would you be most happy to get? That's a good question. You know what I think would be really cool? I've been wanting this for a long, long time. And why not? Why the hell not? I want a limited edition of Jennifer's Body. That's what I want. And I don't think it's out of the realm of the possibility for Vinegar Syndrome to do it. Maybe not. But the other thing that I really want, which is a little out of my normal wheelhouse, is I want a Best of the Best box set. I'm a big fan of that franchise, Best of the Best and Best of the Best 2. I do enjoy martial arts films very much, but those specifically were two huge movies for me when I was a kid. The original 2, Best of the Best and Best of the Best 2. So I think that is something that is like, I think it's only a matter of time before they do it, to be honest with you. So that's what I really want. I want a Best of the Best box set, maybe like a VSU or VSA that has like all 4 Best of the Best, or at least the first 2. That to me would be awesome. So yeah, and then Jennifer's Body I think would be really cool. There's some others too, but those are the 2 that jump out at me. And so yeah, I have a ton of stuff, more stuff on the way, guys. I've watched so many great things lately. She Kills was a movie I just watched that absolutely blew me away. I don't know if anyone's seen that. She Kills. But that absolutely blew me away. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. I appreciate you all hanging out. I think we had 7 people in the chat at one point. So yeah, have a wonderful Sunday. Just about an hour here. And yeah, be sure to slam that like button, guys. And I appreciate y'all hanging out. Hit me up on Instagram over at Miles of Horror, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.